A lot of y'all love this story about my head coach, but when I tell you that my assistant coach was unstable, he was unstable. Just for reference, when we found this man's Twitter, his Avi was him shirtless, holding a slab of raw bacon, biting into it. His location on Twitter, Murder Avenue. Every morning he would go to the woods behind our dorm and feed deer bare hand beef jerky. So now that I gave you the baseline of what this man's about, listen to this story. So one night, me and my friend Wes were shooting at the gym late at night. We get back from the gym, go to our dorm. Outside of our dorm, just police cars everywhere. Our coaches were out there. We hear them talking about our pod. If you don't know what a pod is, basically it's a style of dorm. You walk into this door, it's a big living room, couches, TV, and then there's separate rooms that separate each individual dorm where people sleep. And that's important because I'm about to tell you a crazy story about our assistant coach and that pod. Basically, the police were out there because some local who might not be too well tried to come in through the window and steal our TV that was in the lobby of our pod. So me and Wes don't think anything of it. The next day, we go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We don't get back from Buffalo Wild Wings till about 2 a.m. We had a good time. We were just staying out late. When we get back to our pod, the pod door is closed. That's not normal. Door's always open. We open the pod door. Pod is pitch black. That light is never off. We don't pay the electricity in that dorm. That light should be on. That's red flag number 2. So when we walk in and see that the lights are off, Wes flicks the light on. Out of the shadows, we hear, "Turn that fucking light off." Oh my God. Bow. Turn the light off immediately. Wes goes, "Who's there?" And then one more time, all we hear is, "Turn that fucking light off." So Wes pulls out his phone, turns his flashlight on, and points it right where that voice is coming from. I shit you not, our assistant coach pokes his head out from behind the couch and goes, "Whoever tried to steal that TV is gonna be back, and I'm gonna get that fucker." In utter disbelief, me and Wes turn to each other, head straight to our dorm. We don't want any problems with what he's got going on. As we're going to our dorm, Wes points the flashlight at him. Nothing but 10 Red Bulls laying beside him. This man had no intention on sleeping that night until he found him. As we're closing the door to our dorm, trying to hide from the madness we just saw, all we hear is, "Whenever I find him, I'm gonna knock on your door and we're gonna take turns beating his ass." You don't know the emotions that were going through me and Wes's body right now. We just saw our assistant coach sprawled out on the floor with 10 Red Bulls ready to fight somebody who might not even be coming. So fast forward, we obviously talk about it for a little bit, but we have to go to bed. We have an 8 a.m. the next morning. Granted, it's already like 2:30 because we got back from Buffalo Wild Wings late. Me and Wes wake up the next morning to go to our 8 a.m. We open the door. Our assistant coach is still in our pod lobby, perfect posture, wide awake, waiting for somebody to come into that window. When we were leaving to go to class, he looks at us and goes, "He never came." He left the school 2 months later. I haven't talked to him since, and I don't know what he's doing. I hope he's well.